definitely has canceled out the early Nexus advantage that Stork has. So that was an unexpected move there, man. I think Stork just slipped up a little bit. Or maybe he wasn't expecting early Vultures to come out. I mean, you have to expect that, though. I mean, what's the Terran going to do? Build, like, Fire Bats? I mean, so I don't know why his front door wasn't a little bit better protected. I guess he went for 1 Zealot instead of 1 Dragoon. As is one of his choices. So that may have been a factor, but I still feel like he should have been able to hold off any of that. Alright, he is going to go for this little counterattack though. The siege mode's already done, but he manages to break through the wall there. Fantasy a little bit slow on the uptake. He could be in trouble, although those siege tanks have killed off the Zealot and also have done a lot of damage to the Dragoons, so I think that means he's going to hold. Dragoons obviously are not very good against tanks like this, and you need those Zealots to absorb the extra hits. Stork is going to go for Robotics Facility. I'm going to hope it's Reavers afterward. I think actually Reavers is going to be a very good follow-up on this map. Shuttle play in general is very strong on this map, so I'm going to have to guess that that's that. Although it looks like it's going to be more gateways right now. Could be an Observer build then. Fairly early starport actually for Fantasy. Thinking about drops perhaps. This is the danger of Fantasy's build though. He's going for so much tech and macro, as you see another command center going up, that he only has 1 factory. I mean, Flash has done this too. I remember most recently on Outsider and lost because of it. I think it was against Stork in fact, where he went like 4 base into 1 factory. Like 1 factory into 4 bases. He has 4 bases and 1 factory. I'm not even kidding. He was using the factory quite a lot, but it was 1 factory building units, and he just got, you know, overwhelmed. He couldn't take care of any of the Protoss's early mass expansions, and I think he also suffered some harassment at a few of his because he didn't have units. I mean, it's just sometimes you can be too macro-oriented in StarCraft. On the other hand, of course, there's always the argument, as we'll see right now, that Fantasy's ahead in terms of bases, way ahead. And that means he just needs to weather this early Protoss storm here, and he should be well in the lead. As you see, Stork does not have his 3rd up yet. And if Stork doesn't succeed with this harass, he's going to be in huge trouble. I don't think Stork has either a support facility or a observatory. Oh wow, he is going to go for some Bulldog here with 2 shuttles. I remember Reach liked to do that like a year ago. He did so many of these man-dog builds. That's right. With 2 shuttles, it's no longer called a Bulldog. It's called a man-dog because it's just so manly. 2 shuttles, no Reaver. That is called the man-dog build from now on because all you rely on is flying men. That's right. A flying, like, Bruce Lee drop right in front of you, basically. It's just a flying, like, wall of fists. It's like all of a sudden you're standing there, you're a siege tank, and boom! 15 fists appear in your face, and your shell's broken, and you like just collapse. All right, look at this man-dog build. Oh no! Mines. That's not good. But wow, it has caught Fantasy completely off guard. Where are Fantasy's units? Guess where? They're not being produced by the non-existent factories. That's right. They're nowhere because the factories haven't been built. And look at this. Fantasy is very smartly, he put his Zealots back in the shuttle, protect them against the Vultures. He's probably going to just use them as kind of a life raft so you can use them specifically for tanks. And Fantasy's gigantic Adam's apple, which is the size of roughly of a basketball, is going to be bobbing up and down as usual as he loses in a sad way to Stork, who's definitely used his man-dog very well. Although, well, he's still just, managing to get those units up there. I don't think there's a way for Fantasy to recover, especially because Stork is doing so well with the microing still. And he's probably going to be able to just kill off the units as they come out at this point. Also, he's still producing units and pumping them directly towards here. He has a lot more production. Just look at this brilliant freaking shuttle play here. Imagine it. Diffuse mines by putting the Dragoons down, then picking them up again, not taking any hits with them from the mines. Brilliant play. And as you see here, he is going to get into the natural expansion. He is breathing hard too, but Stork needs all the oxygen he can get. Actually, it looks like, well, Fantasy is doing a good job of repair here, so you may be able to hold off temporarily, in fact. Uh-oh, Stork, still though, I think he's good. Still got 3 Dragoons in that great location with that fantastic micro there, man. He's just going to be able to pick off those tanks. Although Fantasy's now doing the same game here. He's doing the same thing with picking up his tanks. But I think the economic advantage is going to be huge, even if Stork does not manage to pick this off. Oh! And Fantasy loses his dropship. I think that's game there. Fantasy's going to lose his natural, and whatever he does, even if he survives for a few more minutes, it's over. He's just not going to have what it takes to come back in this game. Stork with that unexpected man-dog build, I got to say. I didn't expect it. I expected him to go reverse, but instead he went man. He went testosterone. Obviously, he's been drinking the man juice also, as Bisu has recently. GG, and by man juice, I don't mean anything, you know, gay or anything like that. No offense to being gay or drinking man juice, but we're talking about, you know, the new trademark product being produced by Reach Incorporated, which is called Man Juice. It is actually competing with Power Thirst as the manliest drink out there. It is basically 1 drop of Reach's sweat per 400 calories of sugar and caffeine in 1 liter of water. It's basically that, and evidently it makes you grow hair everywhere. It is an intended side effect. In fact, it's being used as a Rogaine too, as off-label use. It also causes, I mean, Reach is, if you drink the man juice, you get so hairy that like your mouse starts growing hair, like your keyboard starts growing hair. It's just everywhere you touch, you start growing hair. I mean, remember Bisu recently on Outsider going for that 2-gate Zealot Rush without gas? I mean, that was a man build right there. He's also been you know, purchasing up the new man juice. Of course, similar to Mantos, the other product by Reach. Nothing nothing gets you fresh like Mantos, and manly too. Anyway, we're gonna be seeing the last game now. This is gonna be Jaedong versus Bisu.